Welcome back to the quarterfinal action here on day 3 of the YONEX-SUNRISE India Open. We've witnessed 2 matches already on court 1 and into the third one with the top seeds Mohammad Ahsan and Setiawan in action very, very shortly against Norwegians Flaatten and Rikheim. That's coming up next on court 1. We've seen mixed doubles action with Alamov and Davletova beating Chanpeng Soon and Valerie Xiao, and then Busana Nongbang-Rungpan, the second seed from Thailand, getting the better of her American opponent Lauren Lam quite easily. So coming up, it is the number 1 seeds Mohammad Ahsan and Setiawan who are going to bid for a place in the semi-finals as they take on young Norwegians in Torius Flaatten and Vegard Rikheim. And if they win this, awaiting them is a very mouth-watering prospect in Ong Yu-sin and Teo Yi, the third seed in Malaysia, or the Indians, Bhatnagar and Krishna Prasad. So there you go. Mohammad Ahsan and Setiawan, 3-time world champions, walking on to the court, looking for a semi-final berth here at the India Open. And they have won a lot on this World Tour, the daddies. You know, there's not many titles that have escaped them, but the India Open is one of them that have eluded their very successful career. And hoping that they can create an upset here and stop the number 1 seeds are 24-year-old Norwegians Torius Flaatten and Vegard Rikheim. And they certainly have a big task ahead of them to try and stop the daddies, the big guns on tour, the world number 2s. I mean, the expectations are certainly stacked against them, but with nothing to lose, the Norwegians will certainly be looking to make waves here at the KD Jadhav Stadium. First meeting between the two, but they were supposed to meet at the World Championships in Huelva in December. It was unfortunate that Indonesia had to pull out due to COVID concerns. So instead they're here, setting up their meeting for the first time.
You won the toss.
Norway have won the toss.
Right side, chose young. Ahsan serving. Okay, you receive. Taurus receive. Ahsan serving.
Ahsan and Setiawan will serve after the Norwegians chose the side of the court. It is indeed a big moment for the young Norwegians, and as they will relish this opportunity playing one of the most successful active pairs on tour. Mohammad Ahsan, now 34 years of age, born in Palembang, Indonesia, and of course has reached the top of the world rankings with his partner Setiawan. They're currently ranked 2nd in the world, but having played on tour for so many years, the ranking is not as important as the titles, and the India Open title will be certainly one Setiawan and Mohammad Ahsan will be looking to add to their trophy cabinet. 37 years of age, Setiawan, and still going strong. They've had a fairly easy route to the quarterfinals, beating Indians Chauhan and Verma in straight games in 24 minutes in the first round, and then Chakrabarti and Chaudhary in round 2 also in straight games. And they'll be looking to continue that against the Norwegians. A 24-year-old Vegard Rikheim, 180 centimeters tall, 82 in the world. That's their best ranking together. Born in Oslo, Norway. And his partner there, notorious Flaatten, also 24, very tall, 193 centimeters, and born in Lillehammer, Norway. So on paper, it is of course a mismatch tie, but if you look at the way Flaatten and Rikheim have managed to reach the quarterfinals, they've had a tough match in round 2 against Ragnatha and Surya. So they'll be brimming with confidence, having come away with a big victory after that 50-minute encounter. The umpire is FF Baria of India, and joining him on the service judge is Finesi Dethan of India as well, and he's back in the official seat, having officiated the first match here on court 1 between Chanpeng Soon, Valerie Xiao, and Rodion Alamov and Alina Davlatova. So this one, as I mentioned, is slightly mismatched on paper, but as we have seen quite often in these tournaments, an upset could be on the cards, with Ahsan and Setiawan looking to go back to title-winning ways, having had a sluggish end to 2021. They've, since they got to those semis in the Olympics, they haven't really done much. They've gotten to the quarterfinals, round of 16 stages in the end of 2021, and then of course Indonesia pulled out of the World Championships, so they couldn't go to Spain. So they're looking back to getting to title-winning ways here in New Delhi. And they will serve to get this match going. Quarterfinals men's doubles action here on court 1.
Ahsan to serve to Taurus Flaatten. Love all. Play. One love.
And straight away they get on the scoreboard. The Indonesians, whose best performance here at the India Open is the semi-finals. In 2018 they reached the semi-finals here in Delhi before losing to their teammates, Marcus Finaldi Gideon and Kevin Sanjay Sukamulya in straight games then.
2-1.
So they'll be looking to better that. First, of course, winning here to get to the semi-finals, and then getting to the finals after that.
2-all.
That's some hard hitting from the Norwegians to start things off.
3-2.
They've made a good start here. But Ahsan and Setiawan using their knowledge of the game, their experience of the game, to make sure that they're right there in the mix. Again, lovely net play from Hendra Setiawan there in the front of the court, knowing that his partner's got his back, literally. A smash down the line from Mohammad Ahsan. Again, really nicely smashed down. This time from Hendra Setiawan. It's making it look effortless, the Indonesian duo.
6.
They were warming up maybe earlier in the game, but now certainly seem to have found some rhythm. And he did well to leave it. Hendra Setiawan.
4.
And this time it was a good judgment call from Rikheim of Norway.
8.
The points
5.
have been short so far, with both pairs trying to end it quickly. Oh, again, beautiful play at the net from Hendra
9,
Setiawan. Just
5.
simple strokes and finding those spaces well. It's fast-paced, the men's doubles game.
10, 5.
They don't waste much time. Hendra Setiawan going for the net kill there. Again, just effortless
11,
from Hendra Setiawan in the front of the court to make it 11-5 in this first game as they go for the mid-game break. And you can see there's certain parts they're talking about where they could be better, certain shots that they will reanalyze. But it is indeed a really quick start. Just 4 minutes is what they took to take an 11-5 lead in this first game. So as I was saying earlier, Mohammad Ahsan and Hendra Setiawan have not won the India Open. It's unusual because they've pretty much won everything on tour. Mohammad Ahsan did win in India way back in 2010 with his then partner Bona Septano, and at that point it was called the India Grand Prix that he won. Right, these days it's called the Said Modi International. So he has had some success in India, but not at this specific tournament. They'll be looking to change that this time around. 13-6 now. Just a quick exchange of points here. Oh, lovely play from Vegard Rikheim from the back of the court, going for the drop shot. And that is, again, smart play from the Norwegians, this time using the power of the smash to win the point. Flaatten using his height to overpower his opponents. But then you have shots like those. Hendra Setiawan with a lovely backhand flick there across the net. Just sublime. Just such a lovely array of shots in their arsenal for Mohammad Ahsan and Hendra Setiawan. And that's called out. Rikheim challenges that.
Challenges called out.
That was out. So good decision from the line judge there. Unsuccessful challenge from the Norwegian pair.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining.
They have one challenge remaining now in this game.
15-8.
15-8. Ahsan and Setiawan lead. And he hits it hard, Mohammad Ahsan,
16,
going across the court. Just lovely anticipation from both these players. Just know when to hit the shot and at where to hit it as well. Just the understanding that they have of the game, of each other, is really nice to watch. The Norwegians trying to out-muscle their opponents at the moment. The error coming off Flaatten's racket there, going for the smash.
9.
It's power versus technique at this point. Oh, beautiful from Henry Setiawan there from around the back. Unfortunately, the point did not go his way.
10, 18.
Just look at those reflexes. Right there from around the back. It just makes it look so easy, doesn't he? And while that point didn't go their way, it's now just 2 points away from clinching the game. Mohammad Ahsan and Henry Setiawan. Just touched the line there. So Flaatten doing well to find the court lines. Such a tall man, he's using his power. This time though, Henry Setiawan, who's been so good in front of the net, just making the uncharacteristic error. Again, really well hit, just straight down. Henry Setiawan from the back court. And it's game point to the Indonesian #1 seeds. They've got 8 game points here. Can they do it on the first time of asking? Yes, they can. So 21-12, Mohammad Ahsan and Henry Setiawan take the first game in dominant fashion. They really haven't been tested much in this first game. Absorbing all the pressure, all the power from their opponents. Just 11 minutes to clinch that first game. And the experience of the Indonesians showing in this matchup. Mohammad Ahsan and Henry Setiawan have entered this tournament hoping to turn around what was a below par performance towards the end of 2021. They got to the semi-finals of the Olympics, of course, losing to Lee and Wang in the semis, and then eventually also losing to Aaron Shear and So Woo-yuk in the bronze medal match. Then they did really well at the Thomas Cup, helping Indonesia win that trophy. Henry Setiawan leading the charge. He was the captain of the Indonesia team and finally got his hands on the trophy that had eluded his career. But after that, it's been a little bit sluggish from the Indonesians. It's been a little bit slow. They got to the second round of the Denmark Open, quarterfinals of the French Open, and High-Low Open. But then first round of the Indonesia Open as well. So they're looking to overturn that, hoping a victory here will sort of change the momentum, turn things around, get them back to winning ways. And as a result, we are treated to some beautiful badminton here on court 1. It was really nicely returned from Rikheim.
1, 2, change.
That was good attacking play from the Norwegians. They knew that Ahsan and Setiawan were trying to move them around the court, and they kept pace and then attacked at the right moment. Again, an error from Henry Setiawan's forehand means Norway have taken the lead in the second game. Flaatten, who's such a tall man, of course having to bend quite low to serve, as we saw there.
3, 4.
But they will need to keep their wits about them and stay in this match. A beautiful serve from Henry Setiawan. And a late judgment from Rikheim meant that forehand went well long. Great cross-court net shot again from Setiawan, but Rikheim was there to find the gap.
5, 4.
They look relaxed, the Indonesians. They might be trailing, but now they're leveled up and feeling good about themselves. You can see it in their body language. Just smart hitting there from Mohammad Ahsan.
6, 5.
Of course, at 34 and 37, you keep getting asked about future plans and retirement. But Henry Setiawan just shrugs it all off, as does Mohammad Ahsan, and says he'll play for as long as he enjoys the game. And that is only good news for us as badminton fans, that we get to see them more on court and enjoy this delightful display that we're witnessing. Excellent shot making from the Indonesians. Oh, great backhand from Rikheim. Just turned around to make that shot. Just lovely vision. Just bending really low, Flaatten, when he serves. At 1.93, not easy, especially with the service rules in play. I remember when they first came out, a lot of the European players, the taller European players, sort of had to adjust their stances.
7,
There
8.
was, you know, jokes made about how low they had to bend. But they've all gotten used to it now for a couple of years of having to adapt to the service rules.
Fault.
There's a fault called.
8
And
all.
it's 8-all.
Okay.
So the Norwegians doing well to keep pace here in the second game. And that's out. So
Service all.
Ahsan and
9,
Setiawan back in the
8.
lead. Oh, beautiful drop shot from Hendra Setiawan. You know, looked like he was going to hit that hard. And I'm sure his opponents kind of thought that, but he was very good. Deceptive shot with the drop. Again, gliding the shuttle so well. Hendra
11,
Setiawan.
8.
And the
11.
Indonesians have taken the lead at the mid-game break, 11-8 in this second game. And they've got 1 foot in the door. 8 minutes is what it took. Slightly slower this time round. And they'll still be happy with the lead and being ahead. Looking to finish this, wrap this up in straight games, Mohammad Ahsan and Hendra Setiawan, and book a place in the semi-finals. Ahsan taking every chance to have a seat and get a break. Conserving energy is important as well. Remember, it's cold conditions here at the KD Jadhav Indoor Hall. The temperature seems to have dropped a little bit more. So I'm sitting here, I can feel it getting a little bit chillier. There's a little bit of fog in the arena as well. So, not conditions
11,
they're used
8.
to, especially the Indonesians, where it's hot a lot of the time in their country.
Service all. 9, 11.
I guess it would be a little bit more easy for the Norwegians to play in this condition. But having traveled so much over the years, I'm sure Ahsan and Setiawan are also
12,
good at adapting and getting used to the conditions, no matter what they are. And that's out.
Service all.
An
10,
unusual error from
12.
Ahsan's racket there. At this time it was
Service
Rikheim with the wild
13,
return.
10.
Really nicely played by Hendra Setiawan, just going wide across the net,
14.
keeping it tight,
10.
and then that set up Ahsan's smash from the back of the court. There you go, in between the two players. 14-10 now to the Indonesians. 405 kilometers per hour, that smash from Mohammad Ahsan's racket.
Service all.
He's still got the power,
11,
just
14.
uses it to his advantage when he needs to. He left it late there, Rikheim, to return that shot.
Service all. 15, 11.
Again, lovely play from
16,
the Indonesians.
11.
Just anticipating their opponents and their movements so well, forcing the errors from them. And it's 16-11 now. They're just 5 points away from victory. Make that 4.
17, 11.
The game getting away from the Norwegians now. That's a
18,
few errors
11.
at the net from Rikheim. Maybe the nerves getting the better of them as the gap opens up. 18-11 now, just 3 points away from victory.
19.
2 points
11.
away from victory, Mohammad Ahsan and Henry Setiawan. He's lifting the shuttle a couple of times there. But a good drop shot from Rikheim
12, 19.
to take a point back. Again, really well hit from back of the court
13,
by the Norwegian player. This time
19.
it was Flaatten with the downward smash. They just got to keep at it. Close the gap. Take it point by point. That's what they've got to do now, knowing that their opponents are not far away from victory.
Service over.
And so
20.
it's match point with
Match
that net
point,
error.
13.
7 match points for the Indonesians. That looked like it was going out, but Setiawan kept it in play. It's good play from the Norwegians. It's a good rally. Oh, what reaction from Henry Setiawan. Even though they lost that point.
Service over. 14,
Seeing some
20.
trick
Wipe the court,
shots
please.
in action from Henry Setiawan. 30 was shots. That was the longest rally of the match. This great hitting from Mohammad Ahsan at the back of the court, but it's Henry Setiawan's reactions. It was almost defensive. He didn't want to get hit by the shuttle, but he kept it in play. I saw the smiles there from the Indonesians as well. It was not intended, maybe, to go the way it had, but 6 match points still from Ahsan and
Play.
Setiawan.
Ahsan, okay. Play.
Again, really quick
Game.
hitting from the Indonesians means they have won this match 21-12, 21-14. Just really nice
Next one by
net exchange,
Mohammad
and then
Ahsan
to finish the
and
point
Henry
off,
Setiawan. 21-12.
Henry Setiawan and
21-14.
Mohammad Ahsan. So look at that, good net exchange, and then the error coming from the Norwegians. There was miscommunication there. But overall, a very, very confident performance. Just 26 minutes is what it took for Mohammad Ahsan and Henry Setiawan to wrap up that victory. 21-12, 21-14. They're through to the semi-finals. And will be looking to continue this winning momentum into their semi-final match. They haven't dropped a game yet, and they're looking good to go all the way. So, victory for Henry Setiawan and Mohammad Ahsan here on quarterfinals day.